Tiffany Shea from APN, and the 2014 Olympics are right around the corner. Competitors from around the world are coming here to train for the hottest new sport. Let's go behind the scenes. Stay tuned for our continued coverage of the 2014 Olympics.
Hey guys, I'm Jen.
I'm Kat. Welcome to Show 15,
or the Pre-Valentine's Show. If you signed up for PCC assessments online, they'll be on February 11th and 12th. Expect to receive a call slip on February 10th.
PSAT results are in. Come to the Career Center between 11:30 and 3 p.m. to pick them up. Don't forget your ID.
How much are you willing to spend for Valentine's Day? How about $3,000? Enter the George R. Hensel Ethics Essay Contest to win $3 grand. For more information, check the Career Center. The submission deadline is 12:30, February 28th.
For those of you taking AP tests, make sure you pick up an exam packet with the information regarding the sales and dates of the test coming up in May. Sales end on February 21st.
Want to make your own bonbons and lollipops? The Arcadia Public Library will have its annual Teen Valentine Chocolate Bash on February 11th after school from 3 to 5 p.m.
2 juniors were recently chosen to attend a state PTA conference to explore issues about educational change and funding.
Let's hear what they have to say.
Last week, I myself and my fellow junior Andy Chen were sent up to Sacramento to participate in a recent PTA conference where we discussed issues such as Common Core, as well as the new funding plans we're going to be implemented into our school district.
Arcadia Council PTA, which is the PTA that it brings all the different school site PTAs together. So there's a PTA at each campus in the district, and then they have one that sort of oversees that whole set of schools. Have a yearly statewide, what they call the PTSA Legislative Conference in Sacramento.
Some of the issues we discussed at the conference were teacher evaluations, early education, and chronic absence. How the new funding formula will affect Arcadia is that we'll be getting a lower supplemental amount of money per student as compared to lower income families, lower income schools in LA Unified. And what this will do is it'll put more pressure on our families to donate to the school to keep our education at the same quality that it is right now.
Thanks, Brian and Andy. We'll be looking forward to any educational updates related to the PTA meeting. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Nathan. Hey, Kat, do you know what this month is?
Black History Month.
Yeah, we'll have more on that next week, but it's also CTE month. Let's go to Nicole Vizcarra for more.
February is Career Technical Education Month. For the next 4 weeks, we will be presenting to you CTE courses that you can take next year. Let's start this week off with engineering.
In robotics, we build large-scale robots. We also build combat robots that we use to compete in the NTMA competition. And we build a robot that we use to compete in the largest national robotics competition, which is called FRC.
It presents opportunities that usually you'd have to be in college to get, or out of college even.
Well, it embraces both the creativity from arts and the knowledge from science. So I thought this class was a really great way to embrace both sides.
And that has been your CTE course of the week. This has been Nicole Vizcarra. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Nicole. You okay?
No, I think I might have lost my heart.
You might want to check the lost and found. All unclaimed items will be donated to charity after today.
Let's take a break.
Dana, I can't believe you're dying. I married you yesterday.
What are you guys doing?
Doctor, is there anything I can do?
I'm afraid not. You guys need a blood transfusion. Fast.
I can give blood.
Sorry, you have the wrong blood type.
I have the right blood type.
My hero.
Tengo una gran historia que muero por contar, mas tendremos que esperar a que no te...
Gentlemen, for shame! Rivers of tigers at night. I dream that I'm not simply a fool who has lost the season. But that, I'm a Khalifa!
Arabian nights like Arabian days, more often than not, are hotter than hot in a lot of good ways.
Welcome back. Can I take you out? For a nice dinner and some music maybe?
Orchestra is holding their 20th annual benefit concert on February 22nd. Tickets are $45 and are sold in the orchestra room. Come out and support your fellow musicians. Recently, Science Bowl competed at Regional Science Bowl competition at JPL. Let's go to Jacqueline Yang to see how they did.
Thanks, guys. Science Bowl's performance at JPL last Saturday landed them second out of 24 teams. First place was landed by University High School at Irvine, which had 2 returning members from last year's team that got them 4th in the nation. The Science Bowl competition is a Jeopardy-style competition in which questions are verbally asked. Teams of 5 students have 20 seconds to buzz in their answers to the question.
We prepped our team by having many meetings and actually practicing Science Bowl.
It's important that we cover a lot of the subjects that we weren't able to beat university at. For example, they had really big coverage over both math and chemistry, so it'd probably be a good idea to focus on studying those 2 things. Also important is that we need to make sure that we recruit some new people to put on our team, so you should join Science Bowl. Thank you, Mrs. Minster.
Thank you for all you have done for us.
We'd like to congratulate team captain Jerry Lee, Kevin Wang, Chris Chi, Bo Yong Zhao, and Brian Tu for their performance in this year's Science Bowl team. So remember, guys, tryouts for next year will be held in late April, so make sure to look out for any announcements in the student bulletin. This has been Jacqueline Yang. Now back to you guys in the studio.
CSF applications will be available February 10th on the ASB website. Make sure to print the correct form, fill the application, and return it with a photocopy of your first semester report card to rooms F111, G104, or J4. The deadline is February 21st. Replacement report card copies are $5 at the ASB office. Hey Jude.
My name's Kat.
I just want to hold your hand.
Across the universe?
Even in the yellow submarine.
Enough with the references. Here's Valerie Gasparini on the Beatles' 50th anniversary coming to the U.S.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always do.
This week, we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Beatles coming to the United States and performing on The Ed Sullivan Show. A record-breaking 73 million viewers tuned in to watch what would later become part of television's history.
So, when the Beatles came to America 50 years ago this week, it marked the beginning of what we call the British invasion, which absolutely and fundamentally changed music and American culture entirely.
Ed Sullivan was the gold standard. If you appeared on Ed Sullivan's show, you were the top of your game.
Oddly enough, when Newsweek first did a review of the Ed Sullivan Show, they described him as visually a nightmare and musically a disaster, and they felt they wouldn't have long for this world. Obviously, they got that one wrong.
I remember being in like 6th grade, and we were just, glued to the television. They changed the face of music forever. They took influences from before them, like Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, Everly Brothers, that sort of thing, and they synthesized things in new ways like people had never heard before. Well, everybody wanted to be like the Beatles, We formed bands, we picked up guitars, we played music, and so it had a big impact, on my life and probably everyone, my age.
50 years later, we can still see the influence the Beatles have on our music, culture, and fashion. As we celebrate their 50th anniversary, let's remember the impact they left on America. This has been Valerie Gasparini, back to you guys in the studio.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
What are you doing?
Raise your school spirit. PEP chats for 2014 and 2015 are coming up. There's a mandatory PEP parent informational meeting on February 11th in the lecture hall at 7 p.m.
Need candy in time for the big day? French Club is hosting another Bonbon fundraiser next week, so get your pre-sale tickets for $5.
All freshmen are invited to come out to the rally court next Thursday from 3 to 5 to support AHS varsity girls and guys basketball. There will be food and prizes.
You know what we need?
Sports.
I thought we were going to say it together.
Nope, you shouldn't have stepped on my heart last time.
Run the track!
You hear that? The Hoover Tornadoes are here. Oh, wait a minute. The Lady Apache's here to save us. Let's check out some footage from the girls' basketball game.
Christina hits the jumper from the left side. Kyra and Christina double team a Hoover player, forcing her out of bounds. Sammy bullets the ball to Christina for an easy J. Air ball! Christina and Kristen dive for the ball to get the turnover. Christina, do you have a driver's license? Cause you drove it in. Dinah passes the ball to Kristen and she drains the three.
Huh, perfect weather. The Apaches won 45-24. Good job, girls.
What's up, guys? Girls varsity soccer play against Hoover. Hoover. They won 7-0. Here's some of the goals.
Blur is a minor setback to this awesome goal by Tatiana Aguilar. Hey, don't worry, Eden. Megan Steinberg got your back. Wowzers, Eden Hardy totally has that open shot and she goes for it. Dang, what a kick from Megan Steinberger. Hashtag goal for days. Coach Pyzik led the team to CIF during his term. Let's see what he has to say.
We have a very good group of girls. You mentioned that we are 10-0 in league, but that reflects a lot of hard work on a lot of different people. In terms of advancing to CIF, I would hope that we're going to be there.
We've done really well all 4 seasons. We got first place the last 2 years, and then the year before that, I think we're in third place. It wasn't the best year, but I think as time goes on, we're getting stronger and stronger.
Good job, girls. You made us proud.
What's up, Blake? Hey, Gabe. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
Well, you should come to the basketball game!
Basketball game!
Basketball! Basketball game! We got a game against Burroughs tonight, so you better show up.
We have our last league game against CV next week. Are we gonna come in and let them take our house? No!
We hope to see you at tonight's game versus Burroughs.
And come in red to support the team.
We also put a high priority on ensuring athletic events are conducted in a safe and enjoyable atmosphere.
Abusive or obscene language towards players, coaches, or officials will not be tolerated. And most importantly, leave students out of it. Spectators are reminded that unruly behavior will result in immediate ejection from this athletic event.
We thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game.
Hey Apaches, our basketball team finally won a game. We beat Glendale 71-69. Tonight we play Burroughs, on Tuesday we play Pasadena, and on Thursday we play CV. Let's come out and support them and be loud.
Is there any way I can make it up to you?
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Green Team is hosting a free movie night today after school from 3 to 5 p.m. in the lecture hall. They'll be watching WALL-E and provide popcorn to those who bring their own reusable bowls or plates.
So, how about a movie?
No.
Okay.
So, I'm Jen.
I'm Kat.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to the 2014 Flop Olympics. Let's get started. And that wraps up our 2014 Flop Olympics coverage. Let's compare these scores to the leaderboard.